Hey everybody, what's up with you guys? I hope this is working. I'm here with the other telephone. Hey there, Terapia Alternativa, Dr. Zeman. Hello, your angel message. How are you? We just posted our mantra here today in our profile. We have our mantras. I don't know if you followed us, but we are sharing a lot of knowledge related. How are you? We are sharing a lot of information about spirituality, about your self-knowledge, how to be related with yourself. Hey, hi Roy, how are you? It's been a while since we talked. I hope everything's fine in Israel. Okay, hey Melissa. Today I'm going to talk about how to increase your self-knowledge. This is something a lot of students from an academy ask us, and specifically saying everybody has his own or her own terms, alright? When we are talking about self-knowledge, hello, hey Rai, I hope everything's fine with you, with your business as well. Have a great year, alright? When we talk about self-knowledge, there's a lot of statements, there are a lot of limiting beliefs, there are a lot of procedures, guidelines that you follow with yourself, specifically saying about your routine, the way you do your life, the habits that we all have. And when we go that way, we can understand that basically a lot of times we do not like to expand our comfort zone, okay? We here explain a lot of things, and one of them related to something that can help you today is related, we do not going to leave our comfort zone or to exit our comfort zone, okay? We will expand. And since we are creative people, we are always expanding our comfort zone. We are not exiting or leaving our comfort zone. It's really important because most of the time people get really pissed off. Oh, Diego, I cannot do the things in my life because I try, but the things cannot work. And most of the time, hello guys, hello Roy. Yeah, nice to meet you too, my friend. From the Stars 11, hello. Judith Peterson, hello. Sarah Marianne Faye, hello. Hello everybody, thanks for joining, alright? I'm talking about our comfort zone, okay? Most of the time, we receive the message that we need to leave our comfort zone, that we need to exit our comfort zone. If we have a sign of exit, that was the sign that I'm going to follow. That's not the way our brain works, our heart works, our spirituality works, because we are beings of habits, okay? We need to create new habits, and when we're going to talk about comfort zone, we expand. For instance, okay, you are going to live in other country, for example, okay? I don't know where you're living right now, you can type it here, alright? I don't know where you're from, you can type it here. And imagine living in another country that's not yours, so you need to get used to the new customs from the people, the way people wear their clothes, okay, for women, for men, the way people communicate with themselves. Maybe they do not speak in English, so you need to learn new languages, alright? For example, I see here Judith Peterson from Chile. I was in Chile last year in September. I love it, okay? I was in Santiago. I don't know if probably speak Spanish, okay? Entonces, muchas gracias por agregarte aquí con nosotros, okay? Creo que está correcto. I'm just trying to use some Spanish here. All right, sometimes it's really hard because I speak Portuguese, English, Spanish, Mandarin, German, French. It's really hard sometimes just to make the change in my brain. All right, I hope it worked. Oh, that's C. Okay, I'm trying. I do not. Roy, you can teach me some. I don't know, Hebrew. Okay, I don't remember any kind of thing, any word right now. Okay, you can teach me. All right. Anyway, guys, just kidding. Let me grab my coffee here. I just prepared, so you can have a great conversation with me. Okay, with a coffee, café. Anyway, and I was explaining about the comfort zone. Shalom, yes, shalom. It's a great. Oh, guys, you are teaching me Hebrew. Oh, that's great. So we are here international people from Israel, from Chile. Guys, if you're Manishma, I don't know what that means. I'll try to pronounce it correctly, alright? Erev Tov. I don't know if it's correct, but I tried, okay? When I was trying to explain about the comfort zone. So it's really important when we're going. Como estás? Alright, Manishma. Alright, perfect. See, you're writing in Portuguese. It's really great here. Guys, I'm getting confused here. It's Portuguese. We are international, right? So any kind of language here, we are going to talk. We have Spanish, we have English, we have Portuguese, we have Hebrew. Let's try another one. And I'm trying to speak in that terms, alright? I'm trying to speak about comfort zone. It's being really funny here. I prepared some content, but I'm just making jokes with you guys. It's really funny here. Anyway, let's catching up. When we're going to talk about comfort zone, it's really important that we differentiate what most of the people we can say about 97% of the population, world population, believe that if we're going to be successful or to have spirituality in a higher ground, if we're going to be mental healthy, we need to leave our comfort zone. But that's wrong, alright? Because we have habits, so we need to establish that we expand our comfort zones. And when we are going to talk about self-knowledge, it's dependent of each other, right? It's like a mother and son, or father and daughter. Anyway, it's related to the connection that we have between habits and self-knowledge. All right? Self-knowledge is related to the body. Yes. We can do that in terms of meditation. All right? Or even if you like to pray to God, it's okay. It's based on the religions, right? And here in the academy, we work and we study all the religions worldwide. And not only today, but the traditions that we had in the past. So we kind of study the archaeological stuff that we had in the past from the old civilizations like Lemuria, Atlantis. We have the Sumerians. And we have a lot of connections between ourselves and the body. So when we are going to talk about the habits, we need to understand that when we're going to go deeper inside the self-knowledge today, we need to understand that our body is involved in everything. And most of the people, they do not connect each other, all right? And we disconnect. We are just understand self-knowledge related to the Zen mode, to the spiritual part, all right? So when we at work, for example, everybody, they do not understand that when you are working, and I do not know what you do right now, what's your profession, what are you doing right now in terms of career, okay? But whatever you are doing right now, it's related to self-knowledge, all right? You are doing what you are doing because you want to know what's next. Maybe you are not happy with your work, with your career, and that's fine. But that's not what I'm talking about here. I'm just relating that if you're not happy with your job right now, you understand that your purpose, your mission of life, your self-knowledge, your intuition, we can use that word as well, is telling you that you need to go further, to go beyond, okay, your dreams, to go beyond what you're doing right now, because you have a question inside yourself, you have a message, okay, inside yourself that is not being told to you. It's like we can say a puzzle, okay, a crossword that you need to fix. You need to find the correct words. That's life. That's the game of life. And most of the time we're doing that all the time. Right? We're connecting our body with that. We are connecting our mind with that. Okay? And mind is related to the brain. It's related to the heart. We know today that we have a kind of neuron inside our heart that's related, we call as sensory neurites. And it's connected with the same... I could say the same finality, the same mission, purpose that the brain has in terms of communication, okay, like a nervous system telling you that you need to do something with yourself, all right? And we're going to the third part that we talk about spirit, is more related to the word, to the meaning, the past, all right? We were making jokes about the languages because it's really a pleasure to me to be part of the world, because we have so much culture, so much languages to learn, so many people to discover, to meet. Okay, then you understand that we are not just what we are right now, okay, or who we are right now. We need to go deep inside the history of mankind to understand that our connection, okay, with spirituality is really old, much older than we believe. And when we're going that deep, we understand that most of the time we are not connecting in terms of spirituality, maybe in terms of religion, and that's fine, it's okay. I do not know your religion, or maybe you were not a religious person. You can be an atheist. It's fine. But I'm telling you that spirituality is not related to the religion. And that's not only the purpose of spirituality. And when you're going deep inside the study of the words that we call as etymology, spirituality in English, or spirit, it came from the Latin spiritus. All right? And spiritus came from the language, from the word inspirare. Inspirare, it's related to the breathing, okay? So I'm breathing right now, you are breathing right now, wherever you are right now, all right? And when you are breathing, you are connecting to yourself. But that's part, that breathing, that inspirare, came from the old languages from the past, okay? It's not from the Latin. It came from the Sanskrit, from the Atman. Okay, the word Atman, that's related to the breath of life. And we can go deeper and deeper and go old and older. Okay, just to understand that the old civilization, our ancestors, they always believed that we had that kind of construction inside ourselves. The divinity, the concept of divinity, of the divine, of God, of the universe, okay? The way you want to call it. I'm just using the universe just to our explanation. But when we are united with ourselves, with the universe, we can understand that we are prepared to do more. We understand our power. It's like a great metaphor that I always like to use is related to the fire. Okay, and the old civilizations, even the Egyptians, that they were not called as Egyptians, okay, in the past, the old Egypt, they were called as Kemet, okay, not if we were or we're going to take a starship, okay, and go in the past, okay, just to see how they were in that age, okay, we will see that they were not called as Egyptians just by Greeks, but they called themselves as Kemet, all right? And when we were there, they always used the word as the fire, okay? You can see the archaeological pictures or the writings that we have in a lot of places, even the old Egypt, in some areas. I see here, hi with books, merhaba. I don't know what that means, all right? I'm not familiar with that word. I think I found something about it. Okay, you can translate it to me. It's really important. I do not know anything, all right? I'm here to learn. But anyway, we have that fire inside ourselves, and we're going to study about self-knowledge. We need to understand that we have that connection, okay? It's like a bond that you were born with it inside your heart, inside your body, your mind, your spirit. In the continuation, okay, in the beginning of what we understand as humanity, we do not have that divided, and today we are trying to catching up that kind of concept. But at the same time, we are describing as self-knowledge, okay? Self is related to your, okay? And knowledge is related to knowledge, to what you learn, to what you discover, to what you... Oh, I see here, right. It's a greeting when you meet somebody, like hello. All right, thank you, Roy. Roy, you're my translator. You're my official translator. Thank you, man. Thank you. Let me just grab some more coffee. Coffee, guys. I know that's late. What time is it in Israel? Let me try here. Guys, if you are joining here, please send me your location. It's really important because you are laughing, right? Let me see. Time. Tel Aviv. It's really hard because I write with my right. Oh, okay. It's 9. Okay, yeah. Ta-da. 9 p.m. Here it's 4 p.m. So 5 hours ahead. 12 Colorado. All right. 12 p.m. That's okay. We have a lot of time savings here. Okay, the different time changes. It's really great. It's really good to record in English because you see a lot of people all around the globe, right? Sometimes it's hard because there are people who do not speak English, but they can understand my faces, the way I call it, the way I say it. I'm really expressive about what I say, what I tell to people. So I believe even the person cannot understand myself in English, she or he can understand what I'm trying to say. Anyway, but I was just trying to talk to you guys about self-knowledge, all right? And there are a lot of people that want to discover that part, discover their inner selves, all right? And this is a global movement. This is yes, and we are one. And this is important because, for example, I'm just kidding here, but in Israel, there are a lot of people that want, they sense this fire, this breath of life inside themselves, and they are asking themselves, what I'm talking about, what I'm doing right now. I'm working, I have money, but I'm not happy. What should I do? All right. We have here from Chile, all right. So you can sense that something is strange. You can. I went to the Andes, for example. Okay, it's really a wonderful experience. You can see right in the up. Okay, like what's the name of it? Vale Nevado. That's the place related to the ski resorts that it's really high. You can see the snow. Anyway, you see that you are in the one of the highest place from the globe. Imagining in the Everest, all right, in the Himalayas. So when you were there, right, you can ask the same question that the Greek philosophers, the old civilizations did in the past, that who I am, all right, who am I, where I'm going to what I'm going to do today, tomorrow. There are simple questions that we call philosophy, but related to ourselves. This is self-knowledge, and most of the time people, they think the people that are asking this kind of questions, they are weird, they are crazy, because it's more ordinary to use your social media to spend 4, 5, 8 hours of your day in Facebook and in Instagram, in YouTube, sometimes watching bullshit, okay, watching some things that do not add value, any kind of value to your life, but you are there spending time and you are wasting your precious time with that. And I'm not telling that you guys here are doing that. I hope you're not. But most of the people, they are doing that, all right? That's why we need to be really aware. We need to communicate as a single group, all right? A group of light. I always tell to people that we are together. We are one. Right? We are, even in quantum physics, we are discovering right now, and I'm sharing a lot of content in my Twitter. You can follow me if you're not following me. Diego Mangabeira is my name. Or in YouTube, we have our channel here in Instagram. Pinterest, all right, Diego Mangabeira. Anyway, LinkedIn, all right. We have all the content. We are in social media. Because people are there, and we need to alert them about what they are doing. All right, we are in the middle of the trash. Okay, like we can say that terms. All right, it's like we need to be where people are, just to them to understand that they need to live there. It's like awareness, and this awareness is really important because we are not here to waste our time, to waste our energy, right? We are here to share our best with everybody, to discover our purpose, to increase our self-knowledge about ourselves. And the way as the true masters of mankind, when we can call it, we can call many people, okay? You have a lot of idols, you have a lot of heroes of your life. You appreciate a lot of people. Probably you read a lot of biographies about people that you evaluate as good people. Okay, but I could describe as the spiritual masters from mankind. You can talk about Jesus, Moses, I don't know, Muhammad, Krishna. You can say about Buddha, Zoroaster, Lao Tzu, Confucius. Anyway, a lot of people, okay? I'm just trying to pop it up here right now. But anyway, these are people that people understand. That they created religions, all right? People that follow them created the way we are following right now. And that's fine, okay? It's not right or wrong. It's the way you connect to yourself. I always tell that to people. Self-knowledge is not related to religion. Okay, self-knowledge relates to the self. Even in psychology, I don't know if you're a psychologist, if you study psychology or you are studying psychology, but if we're going to the modern, okay, because I'm really critical about how we use that word modern, because if we're going further inside the old civilizations, we have higher technology, machines, or even the way we produce our products. They were really more modern than our modern, all right? If I don't know if you believe in that, I don't know if you study that, but we have that kind of knowledge. And when we are going to talk about the modern psychology, we need to be really aware of the concepts, and we have some concepts that are related to the self. Okay, if we're going to Freud used that kind of self, used the word self, all right, in Germany, or even Jung. He worked with Freud. He created what we call analytics psychology. It's a different school. It's different academy from the old psychology from Freud, from psychoanalysis. But we can understand that there are a lot of people are studying the self. Okay, and the self is a word in English. Okay, because in Portuguese I would, for example, I'm here, I'm recording here, I'm in Brazil right now, but I could use a word related to the self here, or in Hebrew, or in Spanish, or I don't know, in German, or in Japanese, in Chinese, all right? But the self I always describe as the concept that we have of I, of the first pronoun, okay? The first personal pronoun of each kind of language, all right? So it would be wo in Chinese. It would be yo in Spanish. I don't know in Hebrew, Roy. I don't know if you are there, but how can I say I in Hebrew? Okay, it would be ich in Germany. In German, it would be je in French. Okay. I don't know any languages, but anyway, it would be the first, okay, the first person. And when we are connected to the first person, that, for example, in Portuguese is eu, all right? When we are connected to the eu, to the self, to the I, to the Joe, okay. Thanks, Roy. Annie, okay. I don't know if Annie, I think it's Annie, right? Annie. When you're connected to our Annie, all right? We can understand that I need to love my Annie. I need to be complete, related to the Annie. Okay, I hope it's correct, right? Anyway, but when we are paying attention, okay, when we are paying attention about the connection with ourselves, with our I, okay, we can understand that we can go further. We can understand that we need to take care of ourselves. We can understand that we love ourselves. We understand that we need to develop ourselves professionally, in terms of society, in terms that we are as a collectiveness, we need to increase ourselves. Not equally, because there are a lot of differences. Okay, I like, for example, the color blue, and you like red. Okay, there are differences, yes, but we are in the same situation, same vibration of love, of light. All right. If you are a worker of light, okay, there are people who does not work the light, does not want balance, does not work equality. Okay, in terms of what we can understand to each other. Okay, is different. And when we're going that way, oh, let me see here. When we're going that way, it's hard sometimes. Okay, but I think it's working, right? I just show up here a message, but I think it's fine. If you decide to increase yourself, and with people that I talk most of the time inside the academy here with students, or even with friends all around the globe, we can understand that there are a lot of people working to the connection of the world as a light world, a world of light, a world of love, a world of prosperity, to share more feelings of love, all right? And love not as just a concept. I always tell that to people. Love is related to work, is related to effort, is related to consistency. Because the great secret of the universe is consistency. Alright? That's why we are here. There are days that we wake up, that we feel sad, feel tired, you feel sick sometimes. And to be positive on those terms is really hard sometimes. It's really a metaphor to believe that we are here just to live love, to be in the same mode. That's not true, okay? That's bullshit. If someone tells you that he or she is like that every time, okay? Because that's not the way the universe works. We have some concepts from the Hermetism. In English, it could be Hermetism or Hermeticism. Okay, you have the two terms are correct. And one of the laws that we have of the 7 laws of Hermes Trismegistus is related to the principle of rhythm, of motion. Okay, so we have the polarities. So we have the right and red, the right and left. We have black and white. We have light and darkness, for instance. Okay, but when we know that the polarities, they are in our lives, we can understand that we have the path of the middle. We say that, okay, it's like a new way. That's why I always telling the message that we are in a new age, the new age of Aquarius right now, and we are living this transition, this planetary transition, this energetic transition, this electromagnetic transition, this vibrational transition, that it demands from us to be different, to be prepared for our spiritual evolution. And when we are in that kind of mood, we need to understand that we need to do new things. As Einstein said in the insanity quotation, okay, the quote about what's insanity, okay, is to do the same things expecting new results. All right? If you believe in that, if you are doing a lot of things from the old path, from your past, specifically saying there are a lot of people suffering from the past, from that old relationships, from his or her ex, okay? My ex-wife, my ex-husband, my ex-girlfriend, my ex, blah, blah, blah. All right? Or my boss, my boss from my old work, from my old job. Or what happened when you were in childhood, when you were as a teenager. There are a lot of people with emotional diseases suffering from the past. And when we believe that the universe is bigger, then we do not have the past, we do not have the future. We are in the multidimensional world. We understand that, oh, guy, I need to think bigger, I need to be bigger, I need to feel bigger. And most of the people, they are not in that pattern, they are not in that mood. They are still living this mental matrix of suffering, of paying the bills, of doing the holy shit that everybody does. Okay? But if everybody does, if what everybody does was a concept of success, everybody would be happier, everybody would feel prosperous, everybody would be really fulfilled with what they are doing right now. But that's not happening right now. There is scarcity all around the place. This is related to the environment, okay? This is related to the way you work your life. So you believe that we do not have a lot of money, we do not have a lot of resources. There's a lack of this, there's a lack of that. And most of the time, instead of focusing yourself, your self-knowledge, you're still wasting your time with that. I see here a great book about what you're saying, breaking the habit of being yourself. Yeah, I love him. He's my mentor. Guys, I really recommend this book. Okay, I don't know your name. I believe you didn't say. I see that you're in Colorado. I was in Colorado, but I don't have your name. If you could share with us, okay? I could say that in Spanish. I could try it. All right. But Dr. Joe Dispenza is one great guy. And he is on the Netflix documentary that's called Heal. Okay, Heal documentary. Oh, Ana Teresa. Hello, Ana. And are you from Venezuela? Oh, Venezuela is Spanish. Spanish with English. It's really hard because I know Spanish. When I spell in English, I need to speak in your accent. Oh yes, okay. I'm praying for Venezuela. I think everybody is doing right now is helping, even in sending good vibrations to the people, to the pueblo of Venezuela. I was going to speak in Spanish. Sorry, guys, because I like to speak other languages that I'm not used day a day. Okay, no, daily. But like I always, like I always say, we are one. Okay, what's happening in Venezuela? Independent from the party that you are supporting. Okay, the left, the right. There are people. They are people. They are starving. Because I've met a lot of people in Chile from Venezuela, and here in Brazil there are a lot of Venezuelans, and I know that they are suffering a lot. Okay, and there are a lot of places of the world that are suffering right now. And what we can do, and what I can do right now, is sending a lot of good vibrations, and like is really. United with the concept that we are sharing today, self-knowledge. When I understand myself, I can understand the other one. So your suffering, the Venezuelans' suffering right now, is my suffering. Because if you are a worker of light, if you desire that the world, that the world population evolve as one. Okay, because we know that there's a secret government of light and darkness. Okay, we know that because we still have wars. Okay, we still have peace at the same time. All right, so we can be one, and there are a lot of messages that we are discovering right now. When humanity unite, when we unite as one, we can make miracles. And we already know that. Everybody knows that. Okay? And we are seeing with our own eyes some things happening really near ourselves. But at the same time, okay, I always say, if you are watching right now, please pray to Venezuela, to Venezuelans specifically, saying, okay, to the people. We call in Spanish as pueblo, okay? People is pueblo. So to have, I don't know what's going to happen, but because it's more politics, right? I believe in the new age of Aquarius, okay? I do not believe in politics the way we are now, all right? I believe in the light, I believe in the love, okay? With the capitalized L, okay? The true love, not the love that you use as a marketing speech, all right? With true love. I love Venezuelans as they love me, okay? Because I know that I am you, okay? When you have that statement, not only here, but here, when you understand that concept, you are in the higher ground of self-knowledge. You're really rich. Even not having enough money, okay, but you have the money that's enough to pay your bills, for example, at this time. But the most important part that we are sharing, and I'm just taking Ana Teresa as an example here in the live, that we can do a lot of things if we want to do. That's why we always see in the old civilizations or in the old philosophers, okay, the concept of the mind, okay, a focused mind can do miracles. You can see in in a lot of books of Buddhism, if Buddha said, okay, what we think is who we are, okay? We think what we are, okay? If we are love, we will think love, all right? Oh, Diego, that's something that I know, but most of the time you know a lot, but you do not do a lot. You are just a hypocrite person that talks too much, okay? Talks too much, but in terms of action, you don't do anything. And people, the world need leaders, true leaders, to have this engagement. We call in the science of the heart as coherence. Okay? It's really important. When you are not coherent with yourself, something bad will happen. Specifically saying, we can. I'm not going to explain in further terms, but it's related to the law of karma. Okay, it's related to we can explain as the cause and effect in physics. Everything happens for a purpose. If you vibrate positivity, you will receive positivity. Okay, if you are a positive person, it's really easy to get in contact to people that are really positive. All right, let me see here from Anna. Exactly right. We are all energy, and just being here all together, we are offering good seeds to the universe. I strongly believe in you. Yes, that's true. That's the whole truth. And I believe in that, right? I work because of that. That's my how can I say, the way I feed my soul, okay, my spirit every day. If I have that true statement inside myself, what more should I need? All right, because people are too superficial sometimes. They want to transition what they need inside of themselves, buying stuff, buying a lot of things in this materialism. I'm not saying that buying stuff is bad. Okay? Yes, buy your car, buy your house, the house of your dreams. Have the clothes that you want. Travel to the places that you desire to travel. But always remember that the most important thing that you need to discover on this life, but in all your lives, is the great treasures inside of yourself. If you do not accomplish yourself, if your self-knowledge, if we have a rate from 0 to 10, if you're not investing your time in your self-knowledge, and you have not instead of 0, you have minus 10, minus 100, minus 1000. If you're not in doing that, you're wasting your time. You can have a lot of pleasure, sex, drugs, cars, material things. Okay, it's fine. All right? But at the same time, you will feel a lot of emptiness inside yourself. It's like your soul, your spirit claiming to yourself that something needs to be done. All right. Sometimes we need to be really rushed about it. Sometimes people suffer a lot. There are a lot of painful, and there are a lot of people all around the globe suffering because of that. Sometimes they do not have the information. Sometimes they have a lot of information, and we are having that right now. But if we grab the statistics, I always love statistics, papers, scientific research. And if you grab your research about the world users of internet, we can see that 45%, if I'm not wrong, of the world population, that's today is 7.5 billion of the world, okay? They have the access through the internet. So is a half of the world, 45% of the world, 45% of 7.5 billion. So most of the people of the world, they do not have access to the internet. Okay, it's a wrong statement to say that everybody's informed about everything. That's wrong. Even with internet, the people are misinformed. Okay, I'm not telling about fake news. Okay, I'm telling about the content. Okay, they're not having the right content to themselves, and that for sure that impacts their self-knowledge as well. Okay, sometimes people that do not have internet, for example, they are more connected to their self-knowledge because they do not have distractions. They are focused. This is something that you can learn with the old civilizations, or the old ones that are around the globe. I don't know if you have, because I did a spiritual trip. Like I needed to go. Okay, I went to Asia, to a lot of places just to have my time there. to learn about Hinduism, Buddhism, the old religions from the West, the eastern part of the globe, and I learned a lot. And I know that a lot of people really different from ourselves. I'm talking in the West of the part of the world, and sometimes we need to change our experiences. All right, it's really important just to be humble, all right? To increase yourself, okay? Because all the masters of mankind, I'm saying that you are a master as well, okay? All the masters, they were really humble to admit that they didn't know anything, okay? They read a lot of books. They went to a lot of people with a lot of knowledge, but they always stated that, I do not know anything. All right? So it's really important that you discover yourself. It's really important that you invest in yourself, independent from your time. Diego, I have 10 minutes a day. It's fine. I have 30 minutes a day. It's fine. Okay? With the time that you have in your hands, do it. Okay, but most important of anything, do for you. Okay, it's really important. So guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for being with me. I don't know who is here. I don't know if I can see it here. Yes, I can see Ashe. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I think he went away. But Ana, thanks for joining. Muchas gracias por estar aquí. Deseo buen día para usted. Okay? Guys, I wish you a great day, light and prosperity to you. It's really a great time to be with you guys, and we'll see each other in our profile, in our work, all right, inside the academy with our videos in YouTube. Anyway, it's really a great pleasure to be here, all right? Take care with yourself, with your heart, with your spirit. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye-bye.